No, it's fine. So gosh, we did a lot. So previously, we went to investigate a lily at a spa, and we discovered the spa was run by hags. We took out part of the hags, and one got away. And we saved the original owner of the spa, Silveri, who said we could buy the spa from her for free or get the spa titled to us and thanks. So we decided to do that, and she's gonna take like a month off and go hire people. Um, and so we did all the work to like the documents and stuff and said goodbyes to the spa. Um, Things I remember from the spa time was we overheard Nettalis, who is from, well, actually, I guess just Tarvik overheard this. Nettalis is from Bernolder, which is where Cromwell was from, and tensions are high between them and Duras. Um, so he's trying to gain some connections to Waterdeep. And we also learned that the Candlekeep Inn is in Baldur's Gate, and they will accept refugees. And I just took note of that because I thought that was important. And then we decided to leave the inn with the coin that has Find the Path that led us through the crags, some sort of crags. Forget the name of them. And we had to leave our horses by the road, and we followed the coin all the way to a hut where we found Auntie Elise. She offered everyone a wish, but we could tell that there would be a catch, and you'd have to give something for the wish. Rieta said she would give anything to be famous, I think. Specifically, I remember
Yeah,
anything.
she had a pretty specific wish. And then when everyone you know, it was a bad idea, and she needed to defend herself, and she said she would do anything to be famous. But her actual wish is more specific than that. And it seems like that deal has been initiated, and she just needs to shake on it with the hag, and it'll happen.
Did Rita say out loud what her wish was? Did we didn't catch it?
Yes. So she's basically, her wish was, she wished that everyone that she met would never be able to forget her.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Old person with
I'm gonna write that
dementia,
down.
but they can remember Rita. Sorry. The area we're traveling through is the Cavernous Crags, and we're in the Northern Wilds. I wrote down on that. And then the only other thing I wanted to add was we found the skull of Sylphine Brant, I think the child. We found the skull that we were looking for in the hag's hut. And that I am concentrating on haste on Cassandra right now. I do not have mage armor up. That is what I wrote down.
I have divine favor. And yeah, Cassandra got some bad vibes off of her that she thinks. Oh, I guess you guys don't know this anyways. So, and she attacked her before Rita could shake and before Tarvik could give a wish, because Tarvik was definitely considering something.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. 100%. Tarvik had a wish and a price that he was willing to pay. And I won't say either of those things because it won't matter now, but
Not that it matters in the moment, but we did have a moment with Tarvik last session where he's clearly like got some secrets he's not yet comfortable telling us regarding his daughter, and he hasn't told us his daughter's name and what's going on with that, and it's just a very slight sore spot for
he
some.
pulled a Scanlan with the question.
Exactly.
I don't
What's the
understand
name?
the reference, but okay.
There was a big fight in Critical Role about the characters didn't know Scanlan's mom's name.
Oh,
This was their first campaign.
I've not seen all of that for sure. So
yeah, one of the players kind of caused some like inner drama with it, and it was fun to watch, but maybe not fun to live. Or you
And now
question
every
the other
time-
players today, like,
Yeah.
what was my mother's name, and no one could answer.
I get
Now it's
guilty of that.
now
Like,
it's a running joke. Yeah.
not prying into backstories too much. Like, I like to let the player reveal the backstory. But I'm gonna start prying a little bit more into Tarvik.
No, you're good.
Mhm.
Pry away. If you say the right things, Tarvik will say things. Maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Good to know.
Good to know. Yeah. Good to know.
Also, yeah, I'm concentrating on Spirit Guardians. That's what I'm concentrating on.
Yes, the blue.
Mm-hmm.
I also have concentration up, so I should probably put one on. I am concentrating on Detect Thoughts.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. That's right.
We're also powerful, magical people.
Everyone's concentrating on something.
Yeah. It's like real life.
All right, anything else?
I think that's it.
What about Sylphine's skull?
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think Roland mentioned a little bit. Is it this green box?
Yeah.
So, okay, because
Well,
we're
it's
trying
not
to be
very
careful
ordered.
not to burn up the hut. I think Tarvik saw it and he told the rest of the group. Or was it Roland? Someone saw
Someone
it.
spotted it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was Tarvik because of his high perception.
Yeah.
I was at least playing Roland like he knows where it is and was trying to get close to it to grab it. Does Roland not know it's right there?
No, I think Tarvik told all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
The only opening in the hut is the front door, right?
Mhm.
Because I think there was like a thunder wave, but you said the hag like wasn't pushed through the side of the building or anything like that.
Not through it, up against.
Not through.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the only entrance.
Yep. Grab the skull, cast fireball. Solves everything.
It is a dry looking hut.
It's a very dry
look
looking
at
hut.
look at all that straw.
There's probably treasure in it that we won't get.
Pros, cons,
Anyways.
gotta weigh them out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with that, I think that's a pretty good session recap. So diving into the session today, let me unmute so I can hear. We stopped mid-battle, so we are starting at the top of the round with Rieta. So Rieta, go ahead, let me know what you want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to cast Wrathful Smite. And then I'm gonna go in for an attack. Let me just check everything. Okay, there we go.
Booming blade.
Yep, I'm gonna Wrathful Smite, Booming Blade. I'm gonna step over here and attack. And I do have my Hexblade's Curse up as well.
Nice.
So this is all of the damage that I can do.
Yeah, that for sure hits. That's a lot of damage. Alright.
She needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Give me 1 second. 19.
That passes. So she is not afraid. And then I am going to use the rest of my movement. I'm going to go ahead. She can have an opportunity attack, but I'm just gonna run out of the hut.
Nice choice.
Have it run.
You see as you swipe forward, and where do you swipe at her with your longsword?
Oh, because she's been like gesticulating and reaching out to me. I'm like trying to cut off her hand at this point. I'm like, get that away from me.
Nice. You see your cut just goes deeply into the wrist, and you can see her hand just kind of pivots ever so slightly. Like half of her hand is cut, but it's still there, and you can see she just immediately cracks it back, and you see like little twining branches basically like holding together her wrist start growing at it, and she looks towards you and she just kind of cackles as she fights off your what was the wisdom saving throw for?
Wrathful Smite.
The wrathful smite. She brushes that off and she looks towards you as you walk away. She's gonna need to make another wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Okay, so she will take... Oh, that was some nice damage. 28 radiant damage.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh my gosh, okay.
And again, speed is halved.
That's 8.
Well, in the zone. Yeah, I was about to say it's 4 off max damage. So
Yeah.
Dang. You see her recoil as these spirits just like attach onto her, and then she's like trying to flick her arms off, and you can see she's like moving around in her space, and yet she can't, and she's just like searing in pain. Essentially, you see her face, misshapen as it is, very pained. She is going to go 20 feet with a halved
So that pops the booming blade extra damage.
noise.
So that's I think the Hexblade curse does. Let me double check. So I think that is 13. I think it's every time I damage them, they get that extra damage.
She's trying to come for you. So move here. But she's following after Rieta.
so we would get opportunity attacks as well then.
Yep, go for it.
All right. I'm gonna use my inspiration so I can get advantage on this
Nice.
one.
Plus 13.
Just 12.
Ooh, yeah. 12 does
20
not hit, but the 21 for sure does.
Yeah, so
Nice.
it's 10 slashing and 5 thunder damage. Thunder? Might not be thunder. I think it's... No, it is thunder. It's thunder. It's not lightning.
Okay. Nice.
What's the thunder damage for? It's just like your ability.
Clerics at level 8, whenever it's either with cantrips or with melee attacks, they get an extra D8 of like, it's called is it divine? Yeah, it's called divine strike for me.
As you move your blade down and strike her in the back as she's leaving, you can see her kind of recoil forward as there's a large gash, and little sprouts try to pop up out of her back, but you see she's having some trouble. You can see she's noticeably getting damage, and she's not doing well at all. She kind of breathes very heavily as she's running towards Rieta. Cassandra, you swipe forward into reaction, miss. What do you do as you see her moving out of your space?
I only have stab. Now I have haste. So be right back. Red on her back. Stab. So first stab,
Yep.
21.
For
Nice.
sure.
No sneaks, okay.
No sneaks.
That's for my divine favor that I'm concentrating on. So
Nice.
12. Second attack for haste. 19.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. 8.
Alright.
And offhand attack for my bonus action.
Oh my gosh, crazy. Yes.
21.
Oh my gosh.
4 damage.
Oh my gosh. Alright. You swipe.
Did you
stab,
roll
swipe.
sneak on any of those?
No, she
No,
wouldn't
I don't have
sneak.
advantage.
Oh, you're right. Okay, sorry. never
Yeah,
mind.
no one's close
Yeah.
enough right now.
Yeah. So you go ahead and just super quick. Tarvik, you're having a hard time even seeing what she did, as immediately you see the hag look over her shoulder, and you can see like blood trickle out of her mouth as she takes a look at you. She is not doing
You're
good.
not going anywhere.
Not hot. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, good.
Alright, you tell her you're not going anywhere. Tarvik, what do you do?
I'm gonna tick up steps up. There's 10. There's 20. I think I can get there with 30. And I'm gonna take a swing at her.
Swing away.
Am I flanking with her?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll say.
okay.
I'll say. Yeah.
Wasn't sure. I forget if we do that or not. Okay. 18.
Yes, that hits.
Yeah, so that's just 11 total damage.
Nice.
I'm not sure if she has resistances or anything like that. And then that's the end of my turn.
Nice. Sorry, I'm just adding.
No, you're good.
What is your flair to this?
What does it look like? I think I see the hag like kind of like almost limping towards the door, and I think Tarvik kind of like runs up and kind of almost with like a slide just kind of like checks out with his blade towards her leg, like uses that kind of like to pivot around in front.
Very dope. You see her outstretched arms going towards Rita's back, as immediately her eyes kind of bulge open. A small little gasp, and then she falls to the ground. Laying limp on the ground. You guys are out of initiative.
I would like to grab the skull and then cast mage armor on myself. There were some regrets on that.
Some timing. Full delay.
You're safe now, Rita. Yell out. So she ran out.
I guess Rita might be running.
I guess eventually I'm gonna slow down with exhaustion.
Oh yeah. I'll try to keep it up as long as possible, but if 10 minutes pass, then yeah, you'll have a round of lethargy.
Yep.
I'll
Go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was just gonna say I'll poke my head back in, cast detect magic, and start looking around.
Nice.
I'm just gonna look down at the hag, give a very, very heavy sigh, and then cut off the hag and add it to the pile of heads that we have in our bag
yeah.
currently.
Ooh, nice, yeah, good.
Yes, we do. All right.
Can I assist with the investigation of whatever's in the room?
You can do your own investigation because Rita is doing detect magic. So you get the school, right, Rita?
I do.
All right. Let me go to my notes here. So you see in the corner with like a raggedy cloth, again, pretty leathery in appearance, draped over it, a like a battered pottery wheel. And it is glowing. What is it glowing? Give me a sec. It is growing necromancy. And conjuration. And then it's going to be over here. And then you see on a table over here a box. And it's like the size of a piece of letter paper. And you get... Oh, what school would this be? Probably evocation? Do a little asterisk on that. I'm saying that questioningly because I'm reading through this pretty quickly, but I'm pretty sure it's evocation. And then you also sense in a jar, and at first glance on her shelf, and it's close to Sophine's skull there, you see in a jar of what appears to be fingers that have petrified, essentially. A glow of... what is this? Abjuration. And Rolen, did you roll your investigation?
I can do that.
I can help you.
Oh,
Don't need it.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't need it. Dang. Very keenly, in addition to all of the very gross things, so there are lots of bone items, and you know very clearly that these cloth, quote unquote, materials are skins, made into made into like nice little leathery cloth-like drapes for the hag. You also see, very specifically, a petrified mouse, a set of bone pipes, a single caltrop made from bone, and a small box that is slightly open from all of the commotion. And you see, like, what appears to be little small round buttons. And that's about it specifically that catches your eye, in addition to all of the very, like, twisted and dark herbs or dead body parts and gross things around. It is not a well-kept place.
Do I get the impression that the petrified mouse, bone pipes, caltrop made of bone, or box with buttons, I assume they're not magical because Rita would have picked up on that, but are they significant in any way?
Make a insight check for me. No idea. But when you were looking for them, they stood out to you because they were placed in, like, showcasey items. Like, Sophine's skull was on top of a rack that just held that item. So it was, like, prominent, and it seemed, quote-unquote, like a trophy. And these items were similarly placed throughout the hut. And that's why they stood out to you.
There's a ton of magic in here. There's like this thing, that thing, and then over here, and like Rita is walking up to, I think this was described as like there's a raggedy leather cloth that's hanging over whatever's magic. She's gonna go over there and just like, sorry?
The wheel, yeah.
Okay, so I can see it is it's a wheel. Sorry,
it's a pottery wheel. Yep.
Got it.
Careful what you touch.
I'm not careful about touching it, and then like going to take a closer look at the pottery wheel.
So you go out and reach your hand and touch it, and it's a little dusty.
Like this is is this like a whole kiln?
No, it's a pottery wheel. So like the little like the little table thing that you slab the material on.
I guess I'm asking, is this something that we could like pick up and take away?
Yes.
Or is it like is it too big for that?
No,
okay.
You can take it away.
Mm-hmm.
It's fairly
If y'all don't mind staying here for a little while, I can cast Identify on those three things that Rita points out to be magical. I offer to the group.
We do need to probably get back to the horses soon, though. They've been out there for a bit. But...
Three magical things, 10 minutes and 6 seconds for each. So, and I will sit down by the pottery wheel and start casting.
All right. While Rolen is casting, any interactions you guys want to do amongst yourself, or do we want to speak through? Your choice.
I mean,
I'm
if
sorry,
you're...
I attacked.
Sorry, go ahead, Cassandra.
I'm sorry. I attacked without telling you guys. I was trying to get some surprise on her, and none of you were paying attention.
I think it was the right thing.
Yeah, it ended up. I think that was a bad choice on my part. So thank you for helping me out of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't promise anything to anyone. That could be your whole life. You remember it as, I don't know, a dead person. And, I don't know, just don't do it. Besides, you're already famous.
Rita, like, she doesn't say anything in response, but she's sort of like rolling that last thing that you said over in her head, and she kind of has like this weird kind of like pout. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't.
What
she
your
doesn't
signature?
answer.
You're giving out autographs.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
People do that.
Yeah. But that was just one guy. It was just like one person.
And that was just one show. We'll hit
Tarvik,
all the big cities. And
Tarvik, you wanted to like go get the horses, right? Maybe like a couple of us could go do that. While
Aren't they like a couple of hours away through the
yeah, but I mean,
filled thing?
how long are we gonna have to leave them alone?
I mean, at least a couple more hours. It sounds like.
I'll take the couch rope, maybe.
Yeah, 25 minutes won't hurt. Check outside if you all want something to do.
Okay. I'll walk up. Also, Tarvik's a spiritual. For at least, I think these last for 10 minutes, so Spirit Guardians is still going as he walks outside.
Haste has probably fallen off of me, so I'm probably exhausted. I'm just gonna like pull up in a chair and watch Rolen.
only for 6 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the other creepy shit that's in this house.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a
looking at
lot
that
of
cult
dead parts and like mummified bone. Also, like I said, it's very dirty. There are just basic amenity, like living amenities. So there's like one pot that is basically just like rusted. You see like a little teapot, a few cups. Some are a little cracked and broken. It seems like a very substandard life living here, and a lot of creepy stuff.
Did you say it was a mummified bone or a petrified bone?
Petrified fingers.
Petrified fingers. Is that one of the things that Rolen caught?
And
That's not one of the things that
Okay.
I
want to
specifically mentioned was kind of like
Yeah.
on a shelf on its own.
Okay, yeah. I want to sneakily grab the petrified fingers.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be my passive.
You know, I'm going to spin my advantage on this.
Okay.
Alright.
Nice. All right. Ooh,
There
yes.
we go.
Yep, no one sees it. Sneakily, you put it in your pocket.
Do I have like a full hand's worth, or is it just a couple of fingers?
Yeah, I'll say with that, over time, yeah, you like one by one, you just dip in, grab one, stick it in your pocket, and you accumulate. She had a lot in jars.
Great.
And you notice that they're not all the same. So they are from varying creatures, humanoid and not. Anything else for anyone before I go over Roland's results?
No, I'm good.
Nope.
I just
I'm
like whisper to the Raven Queen, like, thank you for your guidance.
Roll a roll a religion check for me. Actually, no, sorry. Roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay. A little better.
Okay.
Hey, not bad.
Noted.
Thank you.
Is Tarvik doing anything outside? I think you were going to say something.
I was just gonna say I'm looking out. I'm just watching to see if there's anything approaching at all.
Okay, make a perception check for me. Again, it is fairly eerie out here. There's a sense of chill and no animals, and everything around here appears dead. It seems a very barren landscape in terms of life. Other than that, nothing seems to be approaching. Rolen, so you identify all objects, and I am going to update the Discord chat that I posted in for Auntie Lee's loot. Oops. Nope. Don't create new. Update. These items are magical. There is the amulet of proof against detection and location. And so, while wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic, and you can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying. The second is a lover's pottery wheel. whenever you use the pottery wheel, you can faintly hear a haunting, unchained melody. The pottery wheel has 1 charge and regains its expended daily charge at dusk. You can use it in 2 ways. As an action, you can expend 1 charge to cause the hands of a spectral creature to appear, and the ghostly hands guide you as you work the pottery wheel, granting you an advantage on a check made with potter's tools. Or, option number 2, as an action, you can expend 1 charge to cast Speak with Dead.
Mm.
And then the box of fake chocolates, you actually open the box, and there are chocolates in there. This one, I might just send you the link because it's long to read. If you guys use D&D Beyond, search for these items, because these 2 items are not standard items. But basically, there are different chocolates. There are 8 different kinds, and depending on which one you eat, there are different properties. So, one is, like, you can't speak for a minute, as the chewy caramel of the chocolate cements your teeth together. Another one, you can gain resistance to fire damage for a minute, so it just varies. This is one I was having trouble getting, like, a good read for school, because I was like, oh, there's so many options.
Is it the kind of thing where you don't know what kind of chocolate you'll get till you bite into it?
Yes. Yeah, it's all inside.
Okay.
Although I will say, you could probably attempt to identify... Oh, actually, yeah, it actually says that. You can identify it here with a intelligence check. Great.
Be identified with. Okay, so I will share with the group, anyone that's here, all the things that I found. Does anyone in particular want any of these items? I feel like Tarvik might have some interest in this pottery wheel. Potentially.
If Tarvik doesn't want the pottery wheel, then I will gladly take it.
I have to look up what the pottery wheel is. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
She said you can make pottery, or you can use it to cast Speak with Dead.
Yep.
I'll take it. I don't know much about pots, really, but do I know much about pots?
Older paper shears between the 2 of you, please.
I do.
Who gets it?
All right.
I stand awkwardly, like, just looking between the 2, like, really unsure which of my friends to give it to.
Both of you roll a d4, and whoever gets the higher one wins the Boulder Parchment Paper Shears.
Oh man, here we go. Oh no.
Oh no!
Just one of those.
That's probably for the best.
I hand the pottery wheel, the lover's pottery wheel, to Tarvik.
Tarvik, what sign did you throw out? What symbol?
I threw out Boulder because Tarvik doesn't understand the game, so he just snapped his fist the entire time.
Nice.
Rieta is like sort of sitting here, and she starts to like just sort of like deeply sort of think, and she's like, I bet he thinks that I'm going to throw paper.
Yeah.
But if he thinks that I'm going to throw paper, then he'll anticipate that, and he'll anticipate that I'm anticipating.
Just the big spiral.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Let's see. Does anyone want to not be found by anyone else? So I hold up, like, the amulet.
I like
Anyone
not
looking
being
for
seen.
it? Sure. I mean, this is more for if, like, someone's specifically trying to use magic to find you, and I don't know who you have in your past, but Cassandra?
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe could happen.
And then, would you like the box of magical chocolates, Rieta?
Rolen, that is very romantic gift. Thank you. Of course I will accept.
You're very welcome. Roland completely not picking up on any of that. His friend is happy.
Love it.
I would also, I'm going to say to the group, Cassandra, did you picked up the caltrop of bone? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to go over and get the mouse and the bone pipes and the box of buttons, and I'm going to say, you know that raven that we met, the one that had the spices in the kitchen and was cooking the food, and
Yeah.
we accidentally stole his shit, and now he hates us. Do you think this would be a good gift for them? They like this kind of stuff, right? They like
I mean,
trainings.
they like this kind of stuff. I think all of that stuff was just like deeply personal to them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Like,
it
it
can
wasn't-
be a
it wasn't
deeply
just, like,
personal
shiny.
gift from someone that wants to be a friend.
Casper?
I don't know. I want to give them a gift for something they find cool. I don't know. What would you say?
Little bony stuff. The bone pipes, I think, definitely.
Oh, pipe.
No, in the.
I'm gonna pack them all up. I'm gonna take all
Mhm.
three of them.
All right.
Bone pipes in particular, I think. Anything else that we need here? I know I've made you all wait long enough.
Not that I know of, at least.
Tarvik, have you
Hmm?
tried to divine on your daughter?
No.
Have we used the scrying mirror today?
And do you want
Nope.
to?
No.
Do you want to use it to look at anyone else?
Not really.
I thought about this amulet and I thought, well, maybe she has an amulet like this and that's why you haven't found her.
Nope.
What's your name?
Wouldn't you like to know? No, Tarvik
Yeah.
is so bad.
Oh man.
Still
Mhm.
not ready yet.
Alright. We'll try again tomorrow.
Tarvik pulls his eyes. Realizing slowly what he's creating. Yeah, I guess we go back to the horses.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
I attune to this while we walk or?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. Alright. I'm attuning.
All right, so you guys start heading back. I think this is a pretty good break point. So let's do at the 40-minute mark.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Start recording. All right, so you guys are traveling back to your horses. No trouble there. We'll zoom on. So you guys are at your horses. Get your horses. Where do you go from here?
As we
Oh, yeah.
walk, we
Duras,
probably would talk about this, but on our to-do list was talk to Mr. Magic Michael Dune, / possibly going to the Underdark to get a lily. That seemed like a long thing. There was a jaguar to investigate in Duras, Vermilion in the abandoned mines, place to go. We're working on training the horses. Sea Garden had a mission for us, potentially. We could go follow up with her and see if she would want to give us that. Here, the guy is still looking for his sister and missing people. We could try looking into that. There's something about Isabella's children, something like that. I'm not sure. The Cassandra thing, I think. And then we were going to investigate the Shadow House maybe a little bit and try to infiltrate that. And then possibly looking into Roland's sister being an imposter and all of those going on with that. I'd say there was like and there was like obviously necromancers taking over Parabor. I'd definitely say we're probably heading back to Duras in like the immediate, but as far as where to go from there,
Yeah. It's
Don't know.
like either. Is it nighttime? Is it almost nighttime? Like, it's getting dark at this point, correct?
Let me take another look. Let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, you're in evening time. Yes, it is getting darker.
Okay.
and how
so-
far are we from the city? A few hours still.
You're probably like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
You could get there like just as... Well, no. You would probably be traveling an hour in the dark.
Which I think is fine if we can get back to the city, but I think our goal for right now is definitely get back to the city, and then we can probably a lot of those things are probably going to have to wait until the morning to do too much more with them.
My plan would what I'd like to do is I'd like to go back to Duras. I'd like to talk to Seaguard and let her know what we know about Parabor, and then head up there. So maybe we spend the night in Duras. Maybe we can try to do one of those things tonight. But I want to head out by tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
For
I'm with
Parabor
Rieta.
specifically?
For Parabor, yeah. As soon as we can talk to Sea Garden, I want to leave.
All right, let's I think were there like any like shops or stuff that we had made orders on that we're picking up?
Oh,
Yeah, I have one thing. My Raven Queen amulet.
mhm.
Or hair braid Brett.
And then maybe the other ones were just like out of like potions and stuff, and we were just gonna see if we could restock. Is that all that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There
don't have
was-
any objections.
I think the guy that wanted my autograph, like he gave me a tip that like the palace would be a good place to like do a concert or something, or just so that's an idea. We can check that out.
We
as
can
well.
maybe find out about the Jaguar then.
Yeah.
I don't object to that either, but I'm also fine if we literally just want to go sleep, wake up, talk to Sea Garden, do shopping, and leave.
Yeah. I think this Jaguar thing is it's cool, but it's tough to argue like, oh yeah, this Jaguar, top importance. We got to start here. But Parabor being invaded by Necromancer, we can wait. We can give him a day, give him a week or whatever,
Yeah, I think we should go to Parabor tomorrow.
Do we
have
do we
time
try
tonight.
to get back to the Brantifax Manor on our way back to Parabor to
That was
Yeah,
quite a
give us a call.
detour.
Yeah, that was
That
a
is
couple
fair,
of
though.
days. But that would at least
yeah,
stall.
but we have horses now.
Yeah.
True, and
It-
it would be very much a good thing, I think, to return the skull.
Also,
And then, are we trying to close that portal though? Are we worried that returning the skull will close the portal and cut off the were ravens from the Shadowfell and have to do a bad thing?
they thought that it wouldn't shut off the portal if we fixed
Gotcha.
that problem.
It would just free the ghost. It would just free the poor soul of the girl.
I
Gotcha.
believe that's what I have in my notes at least. So
I don't object to that. I think that's important. A good thing that's important to do.
I mean, if we need to get into the portal, I mean, I feel like such a terrible person suggesting this, but if we need to get into the portal again, I guess we could just take the skull back out and have the portal. That's a terrible thing, but at least I don't know.
we can
Never
always
mind.
find another way later. We can always find another way later. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we
that
can always
way.
find like another tortured soul forced to remain in this mortal coil beyond its expiration.
The Raven Queen wasn't cool with me going into that realm anyways, so I'm good with not going there.
yeah, I have to need to go back.
I still kind of wonder what's at which way, but on the other side. But yeah, we don't need to. That's not the priority. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, let's maybe do the stuff in Duras first, and when we head out towards Parabor, we can decide then, see if anything's changed from now till then
Mhm.
that might affect that.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but at very least sleep and talk to Sea Garden, right? That's what our immediate.
Yeah. Tarvik, can I borrow one of those heads?
Okay. We're gonna hand these in though, so don't do anything bad with it. I hand her the Hellhound head.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect, thanks. I'll give it back, I promise. And I just take it, and over the course of like the next 20 minutes or so, I'm trying to fall back a little bit behind everyone else.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna put my horse on cruise control as I go to ritually cast Magic Mouth.
Oh,
Oh no.
I love it.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
I mean,
Are you trying
first
to
of
do
all,
this stealthily?
I'm trying. I'm riding a horse. I don't think I can. I did try to like back up, so if no one's paying attention, if someone's paying attention, they could probably see.
Well, if you're trying to be stealthy, I'll say roll a stealth check against everyone else's passive, but...
Okay.
Alright. Trying to be unnoticeable here.
There we go.
Everyone picks it up. You all notice Rita's intentionally sidling back.
Perfectly on brand.
Roland's gonna kind of settle back with her, but he's not gonna say anything about what she's doing. He's just prestidigitation on that head. The smell, prestidigitation.
Yeah. What's a gross head? It's been sitting there. Luckily, the weather has been cooler. You're in the cooler season, so it's not as terrible as it would be in summer, but still not great.
All right, I'm casting this spell. It's going to be the trigger is going to be if anyone that isn't the four of us, so anyone else, touches the head, that's what's going to trigger it.
Okay, what will it say?
It'll say this. It'll be like, fool! You that have disturbed my slumber shall bear my curse. A pox upon you and your kin. Blah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man.
I hope Pick is
What a
watching.
jester. What a jester. Oh, Pick is loving this. What a jester.
Is Pick talking? Is Pick talking again?
Good point. Let me see in my notes where I left that off.
Couldn't remember.
Yeah, me neither. Give me a second. No. Pick is loving this, but you can't tell.
Fair enough.
Huh. What do you do when the head is when it's done? Do you hand it back to Tarvik?
Yeah, I sort of I bring it back up, and I'm like I definitely think that no one heard or saw what I was doing, even though like Rolen was like right next to me and casting on the head at the same time I was. So I just like ride up to Tarvik nonchalantly and be like, "Thanks, here you go." And I give it back.
As I take it, I'm gonna cast a spell magic on the head.
That was 10 gold. 10 gold.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
And I put the head back into the bag.
Do you try and do it? Oh wait, go ahead.
Does the spell magic dispel the prestidigitation as well?
It only dispels the spell of my choice, I think. I can post the spell.
Never mind.
Do you try to do this stealthily, Tarvik?
You know what? I'll try it.
Okay, go roll
Whether
stealth.
or not it will...
To see if Rita notices
it may
with
be,
her passive.
I was about to say, it's probably going to be about as stealthy as Rita's. I think I'm at disadvantage.
Rita has
because
a
heavy
12
armor.
passive.
Nope.
So, Rita, and you know Dispel Magic very well. You notice that Tarvik casts it on your head.
I just give him the stinkiest stink eye for the next like hour of or however long this travel is until someone distracts me. I'm just focusing all of my
Wrath.
dynamic and charisma onto making Tarvik feel uncomfortable.
You feel
not possible.
a little...
Tarvik is always that uncomfortable.
You feel like a pressure behind your head. She is just boring into you. Alright. Any other RP as you travel?
I think I'm good.
Yep, that's it for me.
Has the Goatman ever responded to a casual thought that Roland has?
No.
Only when he's like intentionally trying to talk to him.
Mm-hmm. And even that, rare.
Okay. Never mind. I will not share what Roland's thinking then.
Alright, as you guys continue to make your way forward, you see the lights of the gates surrounding Duras as you near. You hear the guards halt you as you come across and confirm who you are. They kind of take a once over, make sure you're not any ill-intended creatures that are trying to pass the barriers. As they get your names and your locations as you enter, what do you give them? As you did before.
Yes, I give my correct name.
Rieta.
I get my correct name.
Katie.
What was that
Just
name?
a new one every time.
Katie.
Katie.
It always starts with like a K sound.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And what place do you give them that you're going to?
What's that one restaurant by the marketplace, or the inn by the marketplace?
The one we met here at.
No, that was in like the fancy place.
You want
Wasn't
the
that
shady
fancy?
one?
They didn't have black pudding.
Central Street, I think, or the patio. One of those.
Wasn't the patio like where they hang people?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
that's
Central
not. That's
Street.
not an
Just find us at the gallows, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we're welcome to stay at either my parents' house or my grandparents' house if we want free lodging.
Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like they might be mad at me too if I just like skip town.
Well, maybe we deal with the heads first, and then we deal with the lodging after.
Do you think
They
it's too
wanna
late
know.
to go talk to Sea Garden and the heads? Surely they're open. The mill's open like 24/7, right? It's like a
Well,
police department.
we dropped off the other heads really late, so I assume that they're there. But I don't. Seaguard might be a
And we
morning
can,
thing.
I don't know, we can get like an appointment with her, let her know that we want to talk to her about Parabor.
That's smart. Like just like leave notice that we'd like to meet with her in the morning.
I guess the Liadons.
But like after the mill, right? Like go to the mill first for heads.
Yeah, but the guards are asking where we're staying.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
They need a place.
sorry.
They need a place to locate you. Should they need to locate you? It's kind of like
Like,
customs. It's like customs
we're having this-
entry.
We're definitely having this conversation then like
Yeah.
out front next
Yep.
to them. Being like,
We're holding up a line.
Yeah.
you can go first. We might be a minute. Okay, well then we should probably just say the Liadons, unless you all want to stay at an inn.
No, that's fine.
I don't care.
It's your family.
I don't know how I feel about that. But I am tired, so the Liadon residents.
All right then. Thank you very much. Be safe. You kind of get like a general, like a 1-second glance toward each of you. A little interested that you guys are coming in so late, actually, and just kind of telling you to just be safe and things are dangerous around here.
When you in your ledger, when you record names, do you also record the group name?
Well, if you have a group name, sure.
We are Death's Witness.
I do like jazz hands.
Tarvik sighs very deeply again.
Right, Death's Witness. Good luck to you all.
Thank you.
Also, does he give like a look of like the bag that's overbearing with hag heads and devil heads or anything like that that's just on Tarvik's side of the horse?
Well, I'm assuming it's closed, right? It's not like open, or else the heads would fall out.
I believe you said that we could only fit 4 heads in there, and I think we have probably about like 5 or 6 like delicately stacked up on there.
Oh,
it is probably
you're
closer to
overflowed.
rope closed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah, no. For sure, a hard look, and also just like a face of confusion at all of you. Like, impressed/confused.
That's our group right there. Impressive, but confusing.
When I said Death's Witness, was there any recognition on his face whatsoever?
No.
Okay. Okay.
But he didn't scoff or anything at it. He just kind of rolled with it. He was just like, he nodded and it was like, yep, okay, and just wrote it down.
Oh, we have to keep saying it. It'll catch on.
Yeah, for sure. If we're going by Heroa's pewter, just want to see if they're open. Probably not.
Yeah, you check in and it's closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot to Shield Station. Is that where we turn the heads?
Do we leave the horses
No,
at the stables?
The mill.
Yes, you
So
can
no.
leave them there.
I don't know if that's smart or not, but is that common? Like, you don't carry your horse, you don't take your horses through the city, right?
No, it's not common.
Right.
Mm.
Alright, yeah. We'll put the horses. How much?
Are you returning the horses or you're just housing them there?
No, we just want to house them there.
Rental.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
we bought the horses, I thought.
No, you did
Yeah.
buy the horses, yeah.
Yeah, I meant like
let's
I meant the stables.
Mounts and vehicles. And
Just overnight.
maybe you guys can find it faster
Oh,
than
yeah.
I can. Stabling per day, 5 silver.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you see like a little boy just kind of sitting there on some hay, just kind of swinging his legs a little bit. You guys come up. Oh, you need some stabling?
Sure do.
You give him the money, and he eagerly puts your horses away. And despite the bad demeanor of who was it? Oh no, bad demeanor to everyone else except Rieta. So Tarvik, the horse, also likes the little boy and doesn't seem to act up around him.
Wait, Tarvik the horse doesn't like us?
No, so remember when Tarvik was like trying to gauge the sense of the horses initially when picking out, and Tarvik the horse was not nice to Tarvik the character.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
thus
So-
Tarvik,
I'm so
picked it out
proud
for
of
Rita,
my past self.
especially because it was
gave
not.
Tarvik to Rita.
Gotcha. But Tarvik the horse likes the rest of us, just not Tarvik.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't know if
See,
I would say like.
different.
I don't know. I would say like. More just like it doesn't really care towards you.
Have you guys like interacted with Tarvik at all?
You've interacted with your own horses.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Oh, by
Eno
the
like
way-
me? I need to know. I'm sorry.
Based on your rolls, all of you have done fairly well. Rita has done the best, I believe, from all the rolls in the past with the animal handling checks. And by the way, roll another animal handling because you guys did travel again on the way back. So let's see how you guys did with your own horses. And these rolls are likability and training because you guys are trying to handle them better or prepare them better for.
I don't know why I'm rolling at disadvantage.
I'm regretting not inspiration. I'm so
Oh no. Alright, well, Cassandra, your horse is loving you. If horses could purr, what do? They whinny. So, yeah, I mean, he is just like whinnying against you and just like kind of shaking his head a little bit, like he's loving your attention whenever you pet him and stuff.
Boy, corpus.
Tarvik horse is fairly happy with you, though not ecstatic, but it enjoys your presence. Rita, Tarvik is in a little bit of a mood today. He's not
Didn't enjoy cruise control.
yeah. He kind of wanted more interaction from you, and same with your horse, Rolen. Just could be better, but overall, you still have time to deepen your relationship and your bonds with them.
That's good.
All right, so you stable your horses. Where are you making your way to? You check out Hero's pewter, and she's not there. Business is not open. It is roughly around 8-ish or so at night. It is dark.
I think we're going towards the mill. Right? Are we dealing with the heads first
Heads,
before we
yeah.
settle?
Yeah.
We can't bring heads into the Liadons.
Oh my gosh. Alright, so you guys
Oh,
make
yeah.
your
To be
way.
fair, the Liadons are at their grandparents, so they wouldn't even know heads were there.
My-
It's a little bloody, the bad.
Well, actually, they may not be now because it's been a couple of days. But
Yeah, we don't know.
Tarvik is making a case to just drop off heads at the Liadon residence. Surprise! We brought housewarming gifts. Alright, so you guys make your way to the mill, and let me change the map. So unlike before, the mill is pretty quiet. You see just a handful of guards. So some are, on the lay shift and they're working on their swordsmanship over here, but very few compared to like a regular day hour. You see the two guards here that are just kind of manning the table that you guys once dropped off other heads.
Rolen, announce us. Or Rieta.
You just
Yeah, so we'll walk in. I'll get sort of that whisper, and I'll just I'll step forward, pushing past Tarvik, and I'll announce, "Death's witness has returned."
Oh, you kind of get like a look of grimace from the one closest to you guys as he just kind of, not towards you guys, but he's looking at the bag, and he's kind of seeing all the like very decayed. Chopped off heads. Ugh. Good job, guys. Death witness, death. Alright, get the book.
Yeah, I don't think these are on the book. These might be weird ones.
Obols, goblins, orcs, bugbears, owlbears, and death creatures were the only things previously posted.
These are
These are unlisted.
Yes.
Alright, let's take a look. Clear the area. He's talking to the other guards. Oh, okay. And you see the book gets slammed onto the desk on the very left, and then some miscellaneous parchment papers and some quills are kind of taken off. And you see they're kind of readying the right side of the table for you guys to bring out the heads so that they can kind of take a look and evaluate.
I just start pulling out heads. I'm like, alright, this one is a hellhound.
Oh, let's do one at a time. One at a time.
Hellhound. I just hold it out and I wait for him to finish writing and make eye contact with me.
Yeah, so it's an older gentleman, the one who's a little bit deeper voice, and the one who's a little bit more excited and younger is the one actually writing in the book. And so he notes down Hellhound, and the older gentleman takes a look at the creature and says, "Alright. 60 gold. Next."
Okay. This is a Cambion. I hold up the Cambion head.
Ooh. Oh. Easily, 120.
Okay. These, I probably can palm these, I would imagine. These are gargoyle heads. I have pulled up 3 gargoyle heads.
Well, let me get back to you on this one. And he actually takes a step away from the desk and takes a look at the little kid and says, "Hold it down over here for a second." "Oh, okay. He actually walks off a little bit over to one of the people over here. They're hacking away.
I look over at the young guy. Do you want me to keep going, or would you like me to wait?
Please wait, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Can I put these down on the desk at least?
Yes, and he just eagerly nods.
I drop the heads down.
This kid, does he seem familiar at all? He's, I don't know, the voice is reminding me of Sammy a lot.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't strike any memory in you. He doesn't look like Sammy at all. He has.
Sammy's a shape changer.
He has brown cropped hair and he's fairly skinny. He's probably in his early 20s or so, you gauged, or maybe late teens.
Okay. So he's not like a little kid. Was he around the last time we were here?
No, new person. While he's waiting with you guys, he's just looking at you. His eyes are just bouncing to each of you and is just soaking you all in. It seems he's fairly interested in you guys as the older gentleman who has more experience, returns and says, Alright. Well, let's do 50 gold each. Mark that down.
These, I hold up like the two hag heads, both by the hair.
Oh, Jesus
these are
Christ.
Yeah, these were both hags. I think they're different, but they're also the same.
You guys
we only have
managed
two?
to kill fucking hags.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phew. Man. Well, that's easy. 200 gold right there.
Wow.
Each or
Each.
okay. And then what would you give me for? I reach deep down in my bag and I pull out the large hag head. I think this one was also a hag, but it was bigger.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the one.
I imagine it's probably like a large pumpkin, like pumpkin size. That's what the head is. So I'm like holding it out, like.
Same. 200. No distinction.
1,030 gold.
Oh, I must have mistyped. I only got 930. It was 60, 120, and then 50, 50, 50, and then 200, 200, 200.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Maybe you added another 0.
Yeah, maybe.
So 930. Is that all of
Yeah,
all the heads in Tarvik's pouch?
I think so.
That's it.
Is Governess Teagarden around?
Oh, no way. She's back in her estate. Kid, collect these. He just offshoots the responsibility. And you can see he, like, grabs a sack from underneath and is just kind of, like, grimacing, just like, oh, and just, like, slides them into the sack, gets a second sack. And he, like, starts dragging them. Alright, who is this attributed to? Names.
Yes.
My
what's
name.
next?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did Tarvik say?
I said, I was gonna say Tarvik, but
Oh, gotcha. Alright, Death Witness. Well, you guys sure did a good haul out here. Good job. Young kids, but seem strong.
Yeah, let Governess Teagarden know if she has any work for us. We're pretty capable.
Will do.
Rita's
Anything I can
gonna-
help you?
Rita is gonna sort of step forward with that, and she's just gonna add. We actually we have some additional information for Seagarden about Paraport. So
Great.
we'd like to talk to her.
I
as
am
soon as
not
we
the
can.
right person. He just like cuts you off
Yeah,
immediately.
okay.
I am not the right person to deal with that. Probably.
Who is the right person?
Go ask at Shield Station. Probably. They can probably direct
Shield
you.
Station. Okay.
Anything else, folks?
Does he give us the gold?
Oh, he does.
Oh.
Yes. He absolutely gives you the gold.
Do you distribute? That's
yeah, I'll. No,
232 and 5 silver. Oh no, Tarvik doesn't.
No, Tarvik takes all the gold for himself. No.
He just shoves it in his mouth. Plot twist.
Tarvik was the third hack the whole time.
232 and 5 silver each.
Okay.
I love the math, Rolen. I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, we can maybe afford one of those things from M&M's now.
That's a good thought. Though I think a lot of the things were in like the 1,000 range.
Yeah, we'd have to pull.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, I do have 1,000, I guess now. Well, I did before too, but
I have right at 1,000 between my platinum and gold.
I'm at. Where am I at? I am at. And a math. I have to math.
Do the maths.
I'm like at 1,300 ish.
I've got 843.
I have 1100.
Ooh,
40.
coming in top ranker. What's Cassandra got?
Just 500. 40.
Nice.
Yeah. I spent all my money.
Well, that's what gold is meant for. Gotta spend it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, some of the a few cheaper things that were in like a lot of things were in like the 4,000 range. Like, so we'd have to like all pool and then we'd be out. I'd say we probably need to hold on to it for a little while.
You see the older guy, chime and says, I don't mind to be rude or anything here, but anything else I can help you with? Or, and then he just kind of, motions his hands out the door.
Oh, okay. We'll leave.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
Governess Tea Garden. Here, I'm gonna have Rolen write down his address and say, reach out to us.
Well, I think we're going to go to Shield Station and try
I
to make
would
a
recommend Shield Station, miss.
Oh, there. Gotcha. Okay.
If you happen to see her and wish to pass on the message, that would also be appreciated. Have a good night.
He kind of smiles. Make an insight check for me.
Sure. I'm not expecting that.
He will definitely relay your message. Alright, so you guys are back to the city.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
Shield Station?
Yeah, might as well. Give it a try at least.
Alright. As you walk in, unlike before, there isn't a line, and you immediately go up to the front desk person who's just kind of sitting behind a table, just kind of looking off in the air with their arm supporting their head. As you come in, they just they don't sit upright or anything, they just turn their head towards you guys and say, "Oh, good evening. What can I help you with?"
Hello.
Hi. We have information about Parabor that we'd like to share with Miss Seagarden, Governor Seagarden, not Governor, Colonel Seagarden. Whatever.
Right. What's the message? Just kind of takes a little sigh and then takes out a piece of parchment and places it on top and gets a quill ready.
I think it's Death's Witness would like to request an audience with her tomorrow, if at all possible.
Death's Witness would love to request audience. Dutch, and does a nice little flare at the very end, though the hand is still supporting the head. All right then.
Regarding Parabor threat.
Not the end of the sentence.
Get that
Goes
start
back
over.
down, crosses out the period, requesting, continues on, kind of in that demeanor. I won't do it because it'll take time, but
Yeah.
what do you say?
Just the requesting her present or her audience regarding threat of Parabor.
Just regarding that of
Parabor.
just
Parabor. Okay. So he finishes up writing this, and you can see he's just a regular human, somewhere in his late 30s or so. Pretty bland features, blonde hair, and he's just kind of writing. And at the end, he says, "Great, I'll put this on the pile. You guys be safe out there now. Probably should get inside." And just sticks it on a stack of papers next to him.
Right.
Is there anything that we could do to sort of that's a big pile. This is an important meeting that we need to have. Is there anything we can do to make this happen?
Important person. She's got lots of requests.
So
does a half-hearted smile towards you.
That's that's a no, and I'm smiling at him, and I'm sort of winking at him. Is there anything we can do?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay. I want to maybe help.
How about this? I'll go ahead and move you up the line a little bit. And you can see he takes the paper from the top, thumbs the stack of papers about halfway, and then slips the paper in.
Great. Okay, fair enough.
Since he asked so kindly.
I want to try to do this because I'm supposed to be good at this. I want to use Fate Presence to be charismatic. Oh, it's not that I just get to be charismatic; is I have to actually charm them. Hang on, let me check. Let me read it first.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
I'll also read it.
So, creatures
have
that
like a
fail
trash
are
can?
charmed or frightened by you. Until the end of
Not
the next-
visible to you from beyond the desk.
do I know that if I use Fate, it doesn't specifically say, it just says they make a wisdom save, and then at the end of that they either are charmed or frightened. Do I know if they will see that as like a magical spell and be annoyed if they fail?
Will they notice it?
Yeah. Will they be mad at me if they fail?
Are all...
I've
It doesn't say it.
I've
Okay,
played a Feylock before, and I think it's it doesn't, like, they don't know.
So my ruling is, if it doesn't say it, then they won't know it. Because most of the spells that say, like, and the creature knows that you attempted something, they do that intentionally. So since this doesn't have that in there, I'll say no, he won't know.
I want to smile at him with like that kind of unearthly face smile, and I want to impart upon him
cat smile.
And I want to impart upon him the there are rumors going about of great importance, and try to like persuade him that this is like an important, interesting thing that he should be interested in, basically, and just kind of like magically try to use that magic to compel him to some urgency, using Fate Presence.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a wisdom save, you said?
Yeah, he makes a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC, which for the warlock spells is less than my regular one.
Okay.
It is, I think it's 13. I'll double check.
Natural 1. Describe this for me. So the smile. What else happens? Anything with your hair or?
I like to think my sort of like a cat. Like whenever it gets like excited, it kind of like stands up a little bit. My hair gets like a little bigger, and Rolen in like a very un-Rolen characteristic, kind of like is like very weird display. But I like to think that like he looks him deep in the eyes, and the magic like passes over and conjures this human to be enthralled with wanting to help us.
Nice. All I could think of when you said his hair gets bigger is like, damn, that volume though.
Maybe not quite that big, but
what shampoo do you use?
maybe the hair moves on its own just a little bit in kind of like a like almost like an appealing way. I don't know. Like,
no, I totally get it. Yeah.
The fan.
So you can see his eyes kind of almost glaze over, that he's like entranced by this, and he says, right, and he just kind of nods. His mouth is slightly agape, and he like immediately just starts looking through the pile, and he's being very haphazard about this. So he's like thumbing through, but he's not maintaining order at all for the other papers. He's just kind of like shoving them and just trying to search for your paper, and then he eventually finds it from where he kind of slipped it in the middle, and he says, this is the special one. And he goes in to like behind his desk and like grabs like a red stamp, and he like stamps it on, and it says urgent. And you can see he puts it inside the desk where you can't see it. But seeming as how you kind of understand that this worked, that seems to be the like send it immediately kind of area. Not compared to this pile, which is just kind of like requests that never get attended to, or they get passed down to someone who's like of lower station. You can see he just grabs the mess of piles and just like places them and plops them back in, no real care. Just kind of places in the bag. Says, "I'll make sure she gets it immediately."
Thank you. Truly a noble thing you're doing. And I think as this like it's starting to wear off, and he's like awkwardly like kind of.
His eyebrows furrow a little bit, but he just nods.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I punch
You punch
Rolen
him
on
in
the
face.
shoulder. No, I punch Rolen on like the shoulder as we're leaving, and I'm just like, nice one.
Oh, thank you, Rieta.
And how'd you make your hair do that?
What would my hair do?
It went all like
it.
flowy.
I'm gonna like touch it and like. I'm going to assume it was magic. But I guess I don't quite know.
Wait, it's not in one of your books?
Not to my knowledge.
Ooh, interesting. Got some Rieta type magic.
What do you think? I shall have to expand the books.
Okay, well, those were our main tasks, right? Do we want to stop by Michael Dunes and then go to bed?
I mean, if we go to Michael Dunes, like, he's just gonna be disappointed in us, and like, we're just gonna tell him that we failed, and he's not gonna let
Just
us
slip
in
some
the
parchment
first
under the door.
place.
Oh, that's right.
We
We
could-
can't do anything. There's no door.
You could cast sending.
Yeah, I could just send to him.
Okay.
Am I
We're
right?
wrapping up. I've got 2 of those left.
We should use our. Well, I guess the scry mirror could break. I just feel like we should use it every day.
I mean, you could. Why not use it on somebody in Paragor again?
Good.
Mhm.
Or we could see what the. What's his face? The guy
I mean,
we
it
sent
might be-
to go to Parabor.
It might be good to scry on Alcaeus, just because we kind of, you know, he said he was gonna go into Parabor when I
Yeah.
talked to him.
Should we like do sending and scrying at the same time? Well, I don't know if that's helpful. It's helpful for Red, but I don't think it's helpful for any other circumstance. Let's not go to Mr. Magic Michael Dune. Let's go find a place to settle for the night.
Okay.
Let's go to my. Oh, I feel like I need to talk to my parents before we leave. And I don't know if I want us to get my. I don't know. I feel like us being present might be a helpful thing. I don't know. We could like send them if someone did attack, but I feel like we're also like bringing attacks on them.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
why I was curious what you wanted to do. I wasn't sure. If we're the
Let's-
reason that imposter
let's-
situation happened.
Well, let's maybe go to my parents' house and chill there for the night. If they're not there, then it's fine that we're there, and I don't think they're going to be any danger. If they are there, then I think they're not in any more danger because we're there. So,
Okay.
yeah. Let's go to the regular house. If they're not there, then tomorrow we'll go by my grandparents' house just to let them know that we're leaving, or we can send to them on our way out, one of the two.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so you go to Roland's parents' house.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
And
yes.
Roland, you have a key, and you go in. As soon as you enter in the entranceway, you notice everything is off, like lights are off, and you kind of sit for a second and listen, and you don't hear any sounds.
Maybe kind of like call out, like, "Is anyone home?"
You wait for a beat or two. No response.
Right. Same bedroom we used last time.
Okay. You guys go up.
I'm gonna search the house just to make sure there's no one in the house.
Yeah, I'm gonna specifically go to any like private rooms and I'll let Cassandra do like the downstairs, but I'm gonna go check her studio and my parents' bedroom and my sister's bedroom.
Okay. Both of you make an investigation check. What are Rieta and Tarvik doing? Oh, good rolls. Are you guys on mute? Oh, there you go.
Sorry, yeah, I was planning a little something and zoned out there a little bit. We went into the Liadon's residence. Have we gone inside? Or are we just sort of separating for the night?
You guys are inside.
Like, same thing as like the first time. I'm trying to be hospitable as like a host. Getting y'all to wash your feet a little bit, but otherwise trying to be hospitable as a host. And yeah. And I think me and Cassandra have just broken away to make sure no one's actually home or that there's no one like at the house.
Gotcha. Was there? I mean, there were like the last time we were here, there were like guards checking the place out because it was a crime scene. Is that?
There were. They are no longer there.
There's not any like police tape or police
Nope.
tape analog.
Nope. It appears
Okay.
the blood has been cleaned as well, so you don't notice anything in the entranceway.
As we approach the house, I might ask Rieta, "Can you detect magic?"
Yeah, I can do that. So I will sort of blink my eyes a couple of times and cast Detect Magic.
Sweet. Other than the equipment that you guys have on you, you don't notice anything right now.
Okay.
The entranceway
And I
is
guess-
all clear.
Yeah, and I guess I'll take, however long it takes, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it is, 15 minutes, to just do, a walk through the whole house.
Okay. You notice that there are enchanted items throughout the house. So things like the bathroom are enchanted, and just like I don't know if I mentioned this before, but toilets, like functional, quote unquote, real life toilets that kind of suck away all the waste and stuff, don't really exist in this world, but they have something similar through magical means. So for those who have money, they're able to have enchantment put on kind of like the porta potties, except instead of being stored, it gets conjured away. And so you kind of sense that magic in the bathrooms, which you find is pretty usual. And then you also sense some magic for keeping items cool as well. And so, food storage, again, for those who actually have money, because enchantments are not a cheap thing. One thing you notice is that you kind of go through his mother's studio, and it lights up with magic. All of the paints are highly magical, and they are probably enchantment. Yes, 100% enchantment magic for her paints. Other than that, you don't notice anything. Like, other than normal household enchantments, and then her paints.
Wow, Rolen, your parents' place is fancy. I mean, I guess I should have. I know it is. It's obvious, but like, you got a lot of magic here.
You mean the toilet?
Yeah, the toilet and like your like cold closet. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've robbed a lot of places like this. How often do you guys get robbed?
Wait, what did Cassandra say? What was that last thing she said?
How often do you guys get robbed?
Well, I mean, there was, last week, or a few days ago, whenever that was. Yeah, that was kind of a thing.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think someone tried to break you when we was younger once. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. We're not. There's better targets, I think, in the city.
Yeah, this is no way in shape or form like the wealthiest place, but it's definitely like upper middle class.
Does Rieta tell Rolen that the paints are magical?
Yes, she would. Like, she would be like, and like, yeah, your mom's studio is really fancy. I'm gonna be right back. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So it really kind of hints at that Rolen.
And I didn't find anyone right downstairs.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to. Yeah, that's great. Thanks. So yeah, for Cassandra and Rolen, yeah, very nice investigation rolls. you guys were looking for anything out of place or any people, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. You take a look floor by floor, room by room, and you notice nothing too unusual. Rolen, you probably notice a little bit just because you're used to your home and stuff. Some items have been taken, and mostly items related to like your parents. So when you go into their room, you see some clothes have been taken, some just like basic, day-to-day accessories or whatever that are kind of being used, and you kind of logic out that that's should be normal ? Because other than that, you don't really notice any big disturbances or anything, and no people.
Has any of the damage from the broken window or the place where the guy got stabbed, has any of that been cleaned up yet, or is that being preserved?
That has all been cleaned up. So the glass is now fully repaired, and the blood is gone from the entryway. And again, there wasn't any markings or whatever that this was an active crime scene or anything, and no guards or you see, unlike before.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, good.
No worries. Okay, after the rest go to bed, I might go do something, but nothing right now.
All right. Rita, do you want to pick up with your conversation with Rolen? All I did was basically just give the results for Cassandra and Rolen's investigation checks.
Yeah, so I'll tell her. Yeah, in your mom's studio is there's a lot of magic up there.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. Should I be concerned?
What, you mean you didn't know?
Well, elves have natural magic. It's known. Some creatures do, and I've always known that my mother was exceptional. We've all had our talents. I mean, plenty of. It's like the kind of magic that comes from bards is known. Artists produce magic is a thing, but the idea that her paints are magical, the actual materials that it's perceptible to, a spell like detect magic, it's usually so much more subtle. I'm not exactly surprised. I'm just surprised. I guess I'm surprised. I don't know. Should I be worried? Should I be concerned? I don't want to snoop. But also very much want to snoop.
You're related to Goldman.
This is probably your best chance to snoop. It was enchantment.
I need to go sit in front of one of the paintings and the paint, and I'm going to cast Identify.
Nice. Okay. I will say, do you think you've ever cast Detect Magic in your mother's studio before?
So I gained Detect Magic as a spell in Parabor, in game.
Oh, okay.
That was
okay, then
a
never
spell
mind.
I got.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of?
No worries.
Anything else while Rolen is doing Identify? What are you guys doing in the house?
I'm probably just setting up for sleep soonish, because I know, I don't know why. Maybe it's last time, but Tarvik definitely thinks it, if we got this urgent message to Sea Garden successfully, actually, we're gonna have a very early wake up call. So he's gonna try to go to bed a bit earlier. I will say to the others, do we want to, maybe do watches or something like that while we're here?
Not a
I
bad
can just
idea.
sleep on the couch downstairs if you want.
Well, I don't object to that, but I like the idea of watches. I kind of like the idea, and I'll interrupt my casting in order to talk. I like the idea that we can determine whether or not this house is safe for my parents to come back in. And if no one shows up tonight, that might be a good thing, but I don't know.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do watches. I'll as soon as I finish casting, I'll sleep for 4 hours and then I'll wake up. So if we could just have the first 2 4-hour blocks.
While Rolen is doing his Identify, I'd like to go ahead and start sending. And I have the first one that I want to do.
Okay.
And this is going to be to the leader of the Scarlet Sash again. and I'm going to ask her, do you know what blood and darkness grows and hear her scream mean? It's related to devils. You have 25 words to answer.
There's a pensive thought, or a pensive pause, I should say, in your response at the very beginning, and then she replies back, I'm sorry, I don't think I know. I could research if you wanted me to in my free time. Perhaps related to legend. That's what you get.
Okay. And then I'm going to sort of like look around at everyone else. Are there any other messages we need to get out tonight?
You want to talk to Mr. Magic Michael Dune or no?
Tell him we fucked up.
I mean,
you might as well tell him so he isn't like wait around for like a month.
Yeah.
I mean,
before
I
he
can.
realizes.
I'd rather get back to the Scarlet Sash because like she asked me a question and I'd like to get back to her. I can just I can just let Mike know like tomorrow. It'll be fine. It's not a big deal.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna respond to her.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Anything else for Cassandra?
I guess I'll just check the locks on the doors and just make sure that they're not broken, they work okay, stuff like that.
I'll say your previous investigation check works for this, and you securely make sure that everything is all good in terms of house security.
Okay. Good.
So,
I'll lay down.
all right, you kind of saddle up close to Tarvik as he's trying to bed down. Rolen, for your identify a spell. It's not a traditional spell. It's similar to calm emotions, but a little bit of an opposite effect. So instead of like calming all emotions, this elevates emotions of wonder.
Do I have any insights on how the paints became magical? I mean, is this like my mother's artistic ability flowing through her in like a very bard-esque magical way? Or is this like some external force is like doing this?
Go ahead and make me roll. Let me decide what that roll is.
It's going to have inspiration on it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an insight check. So
Okay.
advantage. This is gonna be a little high, but high DC, but you have advantage.
14.
At least it's not the same number.
True.
Those are super disappointing. Yeah, you don't gain true insight from this, but what I'll say is it's unique. Yeah. I don't know if I can give you anything else. It piques your interest. You're not sure why. No questions of yours have been answered, but you know something about it is interesting. That's as much as I can give you with a 14. This is high. And this is just
Goat
from
man.
looking at them. Yeah.
But I'm going to pick up one of the paints.
Mm-hmm.
Goat man, are you there?
No response.
No, it's not the time to be shy.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You know how you said that once we use our inspiration, we have another inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, can I do just a straight persuasion check?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
You hear a yawn. No words in response, but you hear a yawn from his voice.
Do these paints, do they intrigue you at all? Magic behind them? The mystery of it?
If you could hear like an audible pause, you do. And then you hear just kind of general humming. It probably goes to the tune of like some really annoying song. You hear the humming to Row Row Your Boat, so like in his voice he goes...
Is this like someone who's trying to avoid the question? Or someone who's too bored to answer? Right. Okay.
Make an insight check at disadvantage for that.
Okay. 10.
Man, it could go either way, but I'll say because you're highly intelligent, even though at this point in time you can't quite tell, based on previous encounters with him, he might just be too bored to give you the time of day. He's responding, but not really.
Okay.
Kind of playing with you.
Gonna try something maybe risky, I don't know, maybe it'll be nothing. Earlier today, my friend Cassandra thanked the Raven Queen for her assistance. I want you to know that I have found you utterly useless thus far.
Oh man, you had me there. I thought you were going the route of like sucking up to him. That's so funny.
Do I get any response?
You hear a pause in the humming of the Row Row Your Boat for like a split second after you say that, and then it just continues going on. From that reaction, he heard you.
Heard.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna press it further. I think Roland needs to sleep on this.
You don't want to poke the bear?
I mean, if that
Oh my
didn't poke
gosh.
him.
So funny.
I mean, if that didn't poke him on its own, I'm not sure what will. Alright. Alright, I'll maybe keep thinking about him a little bit. I want to take one of the paints. I'm going to take,
Okay.
So hopefully something that, like, she has plenty of, that doesn't, like, disturb her process in any way, but I want to take a small bit of paint.
Yeah, absolutely. What color? She has all kinds of colors.
Purple.
Alright, nice. Purple.
I want to take the most like unnatural paint color there is, something like ethereal and fey, and not something found in the natural realm.
Yeah. It's
And I
gonna be
figure
like-
purple might be that.
Yeah, that's one of the colors for sure. Alright, so Rieta, is your sending response ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and cast it, and what I'm going to say to her is, please research. Let me know what I can do for you. What legend? Those were inscriptions on swords that I picked up from a Cambrian.
Ooh. She responds, I will research. No need for anything from you. Stay safe. And I'm not sure what legend. I know there are many from that world. That's the response you get.
Okay. Fair enough.
Alright, so Sandra and Tarvik are kind of tucked away, almost ready to go to sleep. Rieta has just finished her sending. And Rolen. You took a paint. You took some paint from your mother. Anything else you guys are doing tonight?
Tarvik, you want first watch or second watch?
I'll do first watch, I guess.
Alright, wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll wake up Rolen when I'm done.
I mean, it's probably not really a wake up thing as much as
He'll just wake up.
Untrance or whatever. Wake up.
Yeah.
Untrance.
Untrance.
That's funny.
Stop meditating.
Yeah.
I'll wake you up in a couple hours.
Okay.
Alright, so
first watch.
Tarvik, Cassandra, Rolen, Rieta. Cool. Alright, Tarvik, perception check and then anything you want to do during your watch.
That was a low roll for me.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Nope. No, I'm not doing anything during my watch.
Okay.
I'm probably like very casually looking around, not moving too much, mostly because I'll say especially the perception check was probably low because I am staying in one room because I don't want like the neighbors to be like, someone's in that house and no one's supposed to be in that house, and then all of a sudden we get the cards bursting in on us. But
Alright, sounds good. I will say, can you roll me a d6, please?
2.
Okay. Everything is fine during your watch. It seems pretty normal. You just hear the miscellaneous city sounds dying down. It was already pretty quiet, but even more so. And that ends your watch. Uneventful.
Alright, I wake up Cassandra in a few hours.
How do you wake her up?
I jostle her shoulder lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she's sleeping on the couch that she claimed.
Yeah.
I'll jostle it lightly and be like,
Hey, Tarvik,
it's your turn.
anything happen?
Nope.
Cool.
Been pretty quiet. Good luck.
Alright, get some rest.
Alright, we'll go to bed.
Alright. Sandra, same thing. Let me know if you want to do anything on a perception check.
Perception. Alright. And I want to. How loud are magical toilets? I want to like play with the toilet.
You guys actually are familiar with magical toilets because back in Parabor, you had them when you were with
okay,
Valeria.
so I don't need to play with it.
No.
I've already done that.
But it's always so much fun to just watch it disappear.
Yeah, it really does just vanish.
I would probably like put some ball bearings and just let's. Damn rich people.
Somewhere in a future campaign, it's just this pocket dimension with a whole bunch of waste and some ball bearings.
Someone's gonna flush something important, and like there's gonna be a whole mission where we have to go to this place to get it. Oh my gosh!
Ooh,
That's a great one-shot idea.
Oh.
Under the sea. Different world.
I think. How long do I have on my watch? I have 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Okay, I'll be good. I will just do my watch.
Okay. Let's see. With 15. Okay.
Yeah.
The city is very quiet. I'd say like you hear maybe a small shuffle outside, like a door closing. But then for the most part you hear really no other sounds.
Okay.
And your watch
Alright,
can still close.
Yeah. I'll go up to Roland just to make sure he's coherent.
I'm sitting
There,
on my window, and as she comes in, I'll wait for my trance, I guess.
Untrance.
I will untrance.
That's
Yep,
the new
I will
vocabulary.
untrance.
Came up with an idea. you should draw the goat man with the magic paint. Because that's how you met him, right?
Okay.
I think it would be good.
Come sit by me. Here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper, and I'm going to dip my pinky into the magic paint, and I am going to draw a little stick figure goat man.
I demand to see this. That's perfect. Make a. Well, are you really going for a stick figure, or you want to try and see how good it is?
Hey, give me a second. This is what we're gonna do. It is going to be.
John paint.
I'm doing it right here on the map.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay.
I want to see Roland's artistic skills.
Oh, you're so cute.
So bad.
Oh, wait, I've seen that. Oh no! Where's the head?
I'm going from the lower upper. Alright, and then I don't know what goats look like. Oh gosh, it started out so good. It started out so good. This is supposed to be him putting his hands on his hips because I imagined him being like kind of.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
Oh, I get it. Oh, and that's the tail. Oh, I love this. Yes. Okay, I love the visual.
Fantastic.
Okay, so while you were drawing this, Cassandra, are you taking a look at this?
Yes.
This is a beautiful painting, and it inspires a sense of wonder in you.
Oh, wow, Rolen. Your mom really taught you how to do art stuff, right? It's great.
I think it's the magical paint.
Oh, right. It's magical. All right, well, that's good, right? So now I want you to think real hard about the goat man and see if you can bring up any memories of him.
I think real hard about the goat man and try to see if I can't remember anything about him.
Sure.
Specifically his name. I want to see if I can't conjure his name.
Absolutely. Roll me a history check.
You got this, Rolen.
Such a bad roll. Such a good modifier and such a bad roll.
You try and remember back to any sense of like having interaction with the goat man, or just remembering his name. And you try and go back as far as you can. You even remember like your first steps walking with your mother and your father. But unfortunately, no goat man nor his name.
Well, you should keep the painting. Yeah. Like, it's good to have a token that reminds you of something. Like, when I want to talk to my Raven Queen, I think really hard about the feathers she gave me. And that's like a way of meditating. Like you do every night. You meditate, so you must be really good at it. But sometimes it helps to have something to help you focus.
Good thought. I'll take the piece of paper and I'll bind it into like the back of my spell book, like not amongst my spells, but like in the rear of the spell book.
Just sticking it in the pages. Yeah. All right. Also, make a perception check for your watch.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Yep. You sleep well. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Very nice. You hear like some drunk folks that appear to be coming back from the Crossed Hammers, and you know this area fairly well. This happens on occasion where some people stay out late, and they seem to just kind of pass by close by somewhere, and then eventually the voices kind of fade, the laughter fades, but nothing too eventful so far. However, I will interrupt this, and we are still in Roland's watch. Tarvik, can you please roll me a wisdom saving throw? Tarvik, do we still have you?
I'm sorry, you cut out there. I missed part of that. What was
wisdom
said?
saving throw for me, please. We are still in
Oh, yes.
Roland's watch, but you are sleeping.
Yes. Is it a disadvantage or is it normal?
It's normal. Alright. Tarvik, this is very unusual. It seems all of a sudden that you are on a vast desert plain. The sky is dark. Nothing around you as far as you can see. And it's interesting because you're used to being in the dark with dark vision. Grays, different hues of grays, variations, but everything is vivid in color. You see the red sand underneath you. You see what appears to be various colored stars in the sky, small, but colored. And though there is nothing around you, as you take a look at your own body standing here in the vast landscape of nothing, you see color. Your armor, your skin, your materials, your weapons, everything that you have on you. Colored, yet it is extremely dark. The starlight does not reach you, though visible in the distance, no moon. You're just standing here.
This might be a kind of a weird question. Like, despite me seeing colors of the stars, like, can I make like a check to see if I recognize some of the star patterns? Like,
interesting.
do I see like for instance,
like are you on the same plane?
Well, I don't even think he would think like, oh, am I on the same plane? But like, for instance, like stars move around with seasons. I think at least in the real world they do. Like, could Tarvik find the equivalent of like certain star patterns to be like, all right, you know, it's winter time, or something equivalent, or it's something like that.
Yeah,
something
try to identify something. Yeah, make a survival check for me. Interesting. Yeah. Ooh, very nice. It's interesting. You've gone through the wild and you've traveled a lot, and it appears that all like constellations, if you will, all mapping, all distances and locations, you find familiarity in it, but it pinpoints to no specific season nor location. And it's odd because you gain aspects of each. So you find like a specific constellation or a specific design of the stars, and it's, say, for an example, like typically seen in that location during the summertime. You look in a different part of the sky and you see, oh, that's strange. That doesn't normally appear for like each cycle of like 10 years. And it only appears during certain conditions, which don't align with the other one. So like you're finding mismatched areas of the sky. It's very unusual.
Okay. With that check, could I get like bearings at all? Like, would I be able to tell like north and east and south with this? I know it's dark mostly, or is it this guy too jumbled to even?
I would say, based on that check, you know that you are in no real location.
Okay.
And you are alone. Though you have all of your current like equipment and stuff that you normally have when you're traveling with your compatriots.
Okay. If that is the case, then, and it is dark and I can't see, I'll always try to light up a torch.
Well, so you can see. That's what's strange. It's dark.
Oh, I can't see.
But you can see. You know it's dark.
Yeah, I guess. If I know none of this is real, if like I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, well, this place can't be real, then I'm just going to pick a direction and start walking in it.
Okay. You start walking. 5 minutes pass. 30 minutes pass. An hour passes. The landscape seems to change when you move, but no recognizable shift in terms of like new outcroppings or new mounds or anything that would pull you in any real direction. It seems to be vast, expansive nothingness. And then as you continue walking, another hour passes. Another hour. Do you continue?
I'm trying to think if I'm like looking through spells because I'm like, all right, Like, what do I have that might do something? To help me at least. I will. The sky, the stars above are also not moving, correct? They are.
Correct.
Huh. I'm curious about something. I know this is weird. If I try and think about myself moving upwards, do I move upwards or do I just stay in the same place?
Very interesting. Go
Like,
ahead.
can I move towards one of the lights? I
Yeah,
guess the question.
go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
All right.
Oh no.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. You find yourself stuck to the ground.
All right, well then I just keep walking. Then I think because I don't
Okay.
I have anything that can get me up higher right now at least.
Interesting. You continue walking. A couple more hours pass. Another couple more hours pass, and the landscape does not shift. And you continue in this state as you continue walking. I will get back to you in a moment. Rolen, we'll continue your watch. So, yeah. Anything else that you want to do as your watch continues on?
Nope. Just keep a little bit of an eye out, and eventually, as it like kind of gets near when they wake up. Did Rita say anything to me about waking her up, or does she? She doesn't need to be.
She did not, but she will wake up on her own. I think in the last for the last 2 hours of this rest.
Then we're probably about the time that Rita's waking up. Rolen is probably heading towards the kitchen to start making breakfast for the group.
Ah, how nice. What a wonderful host Rolen is.
They don't like it, but he tries. I like to think maybe it's slightly better than the breakfast Rolen's did in the past, but yeah.
Every time he does it, he improves.
I think just since his stats have changed slightly, he might have a slightly different inclinations in his decision making around breakfast. But yeah.
All right, so Rita kind of gradually wakes up. Rita, same deal. This is your watch, so let me know if you want to do anything, and also roll perception.
Yes. Okay. I'll roll perception, but I do want to while Rolen is busy downstairs making breakfast. I want to sneak around upstairs.
Yeah.
Possibly looking in the studio. I'm trying to find glue.
Oh, easily. Yeah. It's a very creative place. She has a lot of creative materials.
Excellent. I want to pull out all of the bones, like the petrified hand and finger bones, and I want to try to put them together and glue them together into a hand. Like, put them together.
Go ahead and roll me just a general dexterity check to see how well you successfully...
I'm using my second inspiration.
Oh, go for it.
All right, dexterity?
Yes, general dexterity.
Go. Oh no!
The glue isn't drying as quickly as you had hoped. So when you kind of stick it together, you kind of move on to the next piece, and it kind of sags, and then you kind of get a little bit messy with your hands because you like try and push it back, and then the glue gets on your hands. It doesn't turn out that bad. You can see that it's a hand, but it's not as neat as you wished.
Right, it will have to do if it's held together. So I'll very carefully, because I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up, I'm going to very carefully put it away in a safe spot in my things and carry on like nothing is amiss and like go downstairs.
Okay, are you putting it in your bag?
Yes.
Okay.
It's dry at least, right?
We'll see.
Oh, okay. I'll wait for it to dry.
Okay. All right.
Not that Rolen would know, but does Rita put away like any of the mess that she makes and clean it up?
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
For funsies, let's see how well you do this.
Great.
Just roll another. Let's do sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Okie dokie.
If there's any additional. Okay. All right.
You shouldn't be
Rolen,
able to
I think
damage
you're
me.
passive. You're passive. Oh, it's not advanced. Oh, but that's fine because it's first roll. Roland's passive is 14.
14,
So yeah.
so she meant.
Yeah, no, so she's good. So Rita's good. So you beat it. Okay, so while this is happening, we go back to Tarvik. Tarvik, it seems like you have been walking for like half a day. Nothing has changed around you. What do you do, if anything? Your throat is starting to get really dry.
Oh, yeah. Well, good thing that Tarvik then uses, do I have it? You know what? I don't have it prepared today, but in theory, it's technically not today. So I in theory have access to create food and water, so I can just eat whenever I want in this imaginary dream space. I do want to try. At some point, I will.
Do you try creating food and water? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I mean, I will try it. I will see if I can do it. I don't have it prepared for yesterday, but technically tonight, which is also when I don't have any spells prepared. So
you try and cast, and it doesn't seem to work. You're very used to your spells working instantaneously with no effort, but not happening for some reason.
I'll try casting just like another spell, just real quick.
What spell?
Let's if we're using spells, we might as well use the one that I was gonna use as well. Call lightning.
What level was that?
3.
Okay, you try and cast, and same thing, doesn't work.
All right, I'm gonna try something else. I want to try if I really want to see if this is the case. I'm gonna try casting divination.
And is that 4th?
That's a 4th.
You try and cast and it does not work.
Cool. I'll try. I'll just keep trying stuff. I will do Gust of Wind, which is 2nd level. I would do Fog Cloud, which is 1st. I would do Thaumaturgy, which is a cantrip. And like just start running through the list of stuff.
All of your spells that you try do not work.
Okay. I look up into the sky and I'm just like, I really feel like I probably should be going towards the lights, but clearly I can't do that. Me. Oh, and I'll try it again to go towards the lights, if you would allow it.
As you try and go up, nothing seems to happen. And as you kind of look back down to the scape, right in front of you, out of nowhere it seems, there is, there is a dead carcass of a deer. And it has been, like, shred apart. Its guts are lying all around. It seems like some creature has ravaged into this. And it just seems to have appeared all of a sudden. The stench hits you immediately.
Can I don't know if this is medicine or survival or nature. Can I try to determine what type of animal or creature did this to this deer?
Sure. Your choice. You can roll either medicine or investigation. I'll leave it up to you.
I'll do medicine.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm not rolling great.
You see charring, strangely, on the outer ridge of the wound. That, like, it's a huge gaping wound on its stomach, where, you know, you kind of like the end shells of its internal organs laid out, and like around the edge is where you see that charring. You also just kind of smell a little bit of that char once you get past like this terrible stench. And it's not like a fresh kill where you just kind of smell blood. it seems like it's been decaying and rotting. But you also get past that a little bit, and you kind of smell a little bit of charring.
This is weird. Can I, like, try the best I can to, like, take whatever remaining meat off of this animal? And,
Meat?
like...
Is that what you said?
Yeah, meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pick up some kind of blade that you have, like your great axe, and you try and slough it off, and you do. It's definitely decayed meat.
Yeah, I'll just put it in a pouch for right now.
Okay. Yeah, you stick it in.
And and seeing no other option, well, the other option I guess would be go literally any other direction, but I would say yeah, maybe I'll just turn whatever direction I have been going. I'll just not the opposite direction, but parallel to it. So
Okay.
if I was going north, east, or west, or if I was going east, north or south.
As you kind of get up and remove your concentration from the carcass in front of you, and you open your gaze up towards the new direction that you're kind of pivoting to, you see like small little huts. Again, just seems to have appeared out of nowhere, and they are also charred, and you can see there has just been like doors kind of strewn about. Like the sidings of some of the little huts have been like ripped off, and you see just like a scattering of like wood and hay and stuff that have comprised the huts making. And you see like a handful of the huts just kind of basically just ravaged.
Am I in this village? Like,
You're not,
or is this
you're not
like
in this
on
one.
the?
You're like right in front of the village. I would say
Okay.
it's like 40 feet away from you, but it just appeared immediately without you really noticing. No sound or anything. You just kind of look and it's there.
All right. I'll start looking around the village a little bit, just seeing if I find anything in there. Do I recognize this village as well?
You don't recognize this village, but as soon as you step forward, you start hearing screams come from the hut. Just one by one, shrill screams like, and then you wake up. As Rieta, your watch finishes. And Rolen is cooking. Sandra, you kind of naturally wake up from the sun. And Tarvik, you wake up with the echoes of screams in your ears.
Tarvik's probably like panting a little bit, and also probably dehydrated a little bit for no reason.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, just bad dreams about burning and stuff.
Burning.
Yeah. It was a weird one.
Is it a memory?
Wasn't a memory.
Oh. Do you think that's a vision of the future?
I hope not.
Ugh. Okay. You know what we should tell the others?
Okay.
And you guys can mark off a complete long rest. So congratulations, you get your spells and your HP back.
Yay.
Yay! And I'll say actually this is a pretty good stopping point because you guys have just finished your long rest. So we'll end it.